Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. This is Marta's Magical Mystery Class, and this is our second video about drafting your novel. So it's been 2 weeks. I'm hoping that you all have got around 5,000 words. You've drafted a chapter or two. That's at this point 3, maybe 4 scenes, maybe more than that if you've got shorter scenes. Yay! Congratulations to all of you that have made it this far. You have begun. You're no longer facing blank pages. You're facing pages of notes and outlines and, things you want to remind yourself of based on what you've already written. The key thing at this point is keep moving ahead. This is not the time to go back and edit what you've got so far. It may be good to look over what you've done the previous day. It's absolutely good to check whatever method you're using to track your outline or track your progress in scenes, like I do with the Excel spreadsheet, so that you make sure you're kind of staying with your arc. But editing is a whole separate process. Drafting, don't worry about sentence level issues. Don't worry about paragraph level stuff. Just get that story down. We'll worry about everything else. And everything else, by the way, all those little bitsy things, those are what we call lower order concerns. And we'll fiddle with them later. Grammar, spelling, whatever. Even some larger issues, higher order concerns. Things like, did I get that character's name consistent in both chapters? Yeah, if you didn't make yourself a note somewhere, stick it on your computer or stick it on your notebook with a little sticky note. Character's name is Ralph. Character's name is Danae. Just so that, okay, yep, you've got that pegged and you can keep moving forward, because right now it's all about momentum. The kind of substantive thing I wanted to talk about for this second drafting video are genre expectations. So this is the mystery channel. I also run a sci-fi channel. I'm also an avid reader of romance. I am deeply, deeply fond of genre work in all of its many manifestations. I love comic books too, and their evolution as graphic novels. I could get into genre work versus literary work, and that's its own whole big conversation. But what I want to talk about today when we talk about expectations of genre are the opportunities you have to make your mark on the genre. Many of these literary forms and genre, like mystery is a genre, romance is a genre, science fiction is a genre, fantasy is a genre, science fiction and fantasy are kind of related. Mystery and romance cross in romantic suspense. All those things are genres or subgenres. We inherit with all those forms, all those literary forms, some expectation of what's going to happen in the story, what makes a mystery, what makes science fiction, what makes a romance. But every writer who has done something in genre has also done something to shape the genre. So what I would like you to keep in mind over your next 5,000 words between now and the next video are the opportunities you have to shape the genre. A lot of these genres, a lot of these received forms that have been around for many of them, a couple hundred years or longer, come to us with some cultural baggage. There are baked in expectations of racism, sexism, the kind of priority of the cishet paradigm, this kind of notion that the world has always worked in this particular way, preserved in these mystery novels that we have from period X. The world has always worked in this kind of way, preserved in these romance novels that we have from period X. Guess what? Even as you fill out the expectations of the form, you have a chance to subvert the expectations of the form. And the last 20 to 30 years have been really wonderful in mystery, in that we have seen a lot of jettisoning of the damsel in distress. We have seen a lot of jettisoning. By jettisoning, I mean just tossing out the window. A lot of tossing out the window of the know-it-all male detective who is apart from the events that are occurring and can view them with a cold eye and take care of them. Likewise, the hard-boiled detective who often gets too deeply enmeshed and embroiled to the detriment of kind of everybody around him. So bear in mind that as new mystery writers, you are not only working in the genre, you're working on the genre. So that said, I'm going to show you, this is the Kindle cover. It also resembles the paperback cover of Arsenic and Adobo, Mia Manansala's new cozy mystery. I had put this up as one of my great book anticipations of 2021, and I am thrilled to say I enjoyed it as much or more than I had hoped. I was wrong. I did think initially that our setting was going to be a Latino restaurant. It's actually a Filipino restaurant, and our central character is Filipino American. And it's just tremendous fun. It's actually, Manansala in her way is both fulfilling and subverting a lot of cozy mystery expectations. It does take place in small town America, where a lot of cozies take place, but it's in kind of slushy, snowy, small town Illinois, which is less exotic and romantic than many cozy destinations, but also extremely relatable for many of us who live in the slushy, rainy, chilly Midwest, not so far from Shady Palms, Illinois, where Manansala has set her story. And it's also wonderful to see that Manansala gives us an extremely racially diverse cast, a cast that is diverse along the lines of gender and sexual orientation, and it's all happening in small town America, which I particularly love because I felt like, yay! I think often we have the idea that diverse populations only occur in big cities. Diverse populations occur all over the place. And I love that we get to see that in Manansala's novel. The food is fantastic. She gives us a little primer at the front of all the different kinds of dishes we're going to encounter in the novel. And for those of you who are culinary cozy readers, big fun, big culinary fun. And she does provide recipes at the back. So please keep that in mind as you are working, that like Mia P. Manansala, you all have the chance to make your marks on the genre. Happy drafting. Bye-bye.